In today's day and age, cell phones have become more than just a means of communication. We use them to check the weather, manage daily activities, keep up with loved ones, check email, and so much more. They're basically mini computers in our hands, but with all their benefits, they also have several drawbacks, especially when it comes to the workplace. According to the Asurion 2023 Global Tech Report, the average person checks their phone once every 10 minutes. These frequent interruptions lead to reduced focus and inefficient task completion, both of which can reduce productivity significantly for several reasons. First, constant notifications, from social media alerts to text messages to app notifications, pull employees from their jobs. These brief interruptions add up, and it takes an average of 23 minutes per interruption to fully regain concentration on the task at hand. Next, the temptation to respond immediately to messages, check social media, or scroll the internet can take time away from deadlines and affect work quality. In addition, productivity is often affected by the multitasking myth, or the idea that people can do more than one thing at once. Studies have shown that trying to juggle multiple things at once actually causes work quality and efficiency to drop. Finally, work collaboration is affected by excessive phone use due to a lack of engagement that can appear unprofessional and may result in missing out on important information. Ideally, we'd all just leave our cell phones at home when we leave for work. But realistically, we know this isn't possible. So how do we balance having our cell phones with us and getting our work done professionally and efficiently? Here are a few tips on cell phone etiquette in the workplace that might help. Limit checking your cell phone to scheduled breaks and use this time to check messages, reply to personal emails, or scroll social media. This may mean turning notifications off during the workday to reduce the temptation to check that incoming text. If an emergency does arise that requires your immediate attention, step away from your desk to answer the call so as not to disturb others. Respect your company's policy on cell phone use. Every company should have a cell phone use policy in place, and it may vary from business to business. So make sure you're familiar with your company's rules and follow them at all times. Speaking of policies, why do most companies have a cell phone policy? And how can it be enforced? Under OSHA's General Duty Clause, Section 5A1, employers are required to provide a workplace free from recognized hazards, which includes addressing risks related to distraction, such as cell phone use. Having a documented cell phone policy helps employees to enhance their focus on what they are doing, leading to improved concentration and task completion. Obviously, employers have a vested interest in their employees staying focused on their jobs. It also improves work quality by helping to eliminate distractions, which means less time spent revising low-quality work and fewer missed deadlines. A cell phone policy also creates fairness in the workplace, as everyone is held to the same standards and no one is left wondering why Susie is allowed to be on her phone every day while Sally does all the work. Finally, it creates a sense of professionalism and pride in the workplace, fostering a sense of community and positive culture. Enforcing these policies can seem daunting, but clear communication through the onboarding process or the employee handbook can help ensure everyone understands the expectations. It's also helpful to create designated phone zones, like the break room, where employees can use their devices without disrupting others. Some companies even provide work-provided devices that limit outside apps and websites to reduce non-work-related browsing. It's also important for employers to lead by example. It's hard to enforce a policy that the boss isn't even following. These general guidelines help keep people focused and productive at work. But what happens if your job requires you to be behind the wheel? Cell phone use and distracted driving becomes a much bigger and more dangerous issue.